What's good, everybody? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of the Celebrity Junk. Of course, there is trouble in paradise. And Joe Budden, Joe Budden's always kissing sisters behinds. He's known for doing that. If he not, harassing them, or in some cases, beating on them, in his past life, he's kissing butt, right? And then he forgets that you can't be a avid butt kisser for the sisterhood and criticize any of them. You can't do that. Because when you talk about I respect black women like you were with Fresh and Fit and coming out against them and all that, which was fake, but then you want to criticize Meg Thee Stallion. Now, look, I think Meg Thee Stallion's a fraud. Look at what the evidence is showing. The bodyguard don't want to come. The stylist EJ, he flaking on her now. Okay, Kelsey flaking on her. There's no DNA fingerprints on the gun from Tory Lanez. This is looking like a slam dunk. The prosecution, the way it's going, needs to drop this case. Meg Thee Stallion is being outed as a liar. And then, not only that, she has also offended so many black women in the industry. It's pathetic. Riri, Rihanna, Beyonce. Need I say more? Sierra. Need I say more? But once Joe Budden came after Meg Thee Stallion and made a little fun of her, made fun of her mental health, Vivica A. Fox and Claudia Jordan on Fox Soul came after him, right? And I want to play this clip. A shout out to the Shade Room. They actually did a really good job of covering this. I'm going to play the Shade Room's clip on this, and then we'll come back.
Well, roommates, this may come as a surprise to nobody, but it seems like Joe Budden is involved in some drama in these internet streets again. His latest beef seems to be with Claudia Jordan and Vivica A. Fox after they spoke up about previous comments Joe made about Megan Thee Stallion. Things seems to have gotten pretty heated, and here's all the information we have on the situation, so you know. It seems everyone has an opinion on Megan Thee Stallion and Tory Lanez lately, as their very public trial plays out in court, and Joe Budden is no exception. Recently, Joe made comments on his podcast about how he did not like Megan Thee Stallion, and even went on to make comments about her mental health.
I've seen this woman do horrible things to some really great people that I have long-standing relationships with in this industry. So I'm biased. Like, you can't just treat my friends and people I fuck with and people I've seen in this game for 15 years a certain way.
Many fans weren't pleased with Joe's comments and took to Twitter to let it be known. One fan said, Joe Budden needs to mind the business that pays him and keep Megan Thee Stallion's name out of his mouth. It's been 4 years and he still hasn't responded to Eminem's diss track. He's too busy beefing with black women. Joe must have felt the heat on him after his statements on Meg ruffled a few feathers, because he later made it a point to apologize to Meg on his podcast about the comments he made.
I'm apologizing to Meg. Meg, the people that love her, her handlers, her team, the people that have to support her through what has to be an exhausting trial. I listened back. I got a few phone calls from women that I love and appreciate and admire. You didn't do a good job of telling me.
They've been kicking my...
That didn't really explain it well. I'm apologizing for the careless manner in which I joked about her mental health.
This, however, did not stop fans and celebs from weighing in on the situation. In fact, Vivica A. Fox and Claudia Jordan voiced their opinions on the matter shortly after during their show on Fox Soul.
Maybe you're not the person to say that. Because from what I remember, you were one that has been accused by at least 3 women of being abusive, one to the point that had a miscarriage and had a whole photo shoot. Well, not a photo shoot, but showed the lost baby in the toilet.
Joe Budden, if you don't button it up and sit your bitch ass down hating on that girl, okay, y'all mad because the girls right now is ruling rap.
As you all know, arguing with women online is one of Joe Budden's favorite pastimes, so it didn't take long before Joe took to his podcast to clap back at Claudia Jordan and Vivica A. Fox. Joe also made it a point to throw shade at Vivica A. Fox's career during his response.
Okay. Claudia Jordan, shut the up. You gotta shut the up. It can get bad. Vivica Fox, hold up. Once regarded as the black woman all of America wanted to be with. Just so we clear on that. Long fall from grace. You don't know how to usefully use your broth.
However, some fans think that Joe Budden should have kept his comments to himself, considering his resume doesn't exactly stack up against Vivica A. Fox's. One fan tweeted, "What has Joe Budden done lately? He was once a rapper, he was once loving hip-hop, he was once a junkie, now he has a podcast. He has no room to talk about Vivica in her 30-year career." Vivica A. Fox and Claudia Jordan stepped into the Shade Room comments section and responded to Joe's comments. While Claudia simply laughed, Vivica said, "The girls really got your panties in a knot this week, huh?" What are your thoughts, roomies? Were Vivica A. Fox and Claudia Jordan right for coming to Meg's defense, or should they have let Joe Budden's comments slide?
So now, you heard what they had to say. Let me talk about this. One of the things about Vivica A. Fox is she's an ultra feminist. And it's okay if you want to be an ultra feminist, if it's based on something you can prove. I don't care whatever ultra you are. If you want to be an ultra feminist, masculinist, whatever it is, it has to be based on facts. If you can prove it, we got to accept it. But Vivica A. Fox never has anything that she can prove. Like, for an example, oh, y'all mad because Meg Thee Stallion is running rap music. Meg Thee Stallion is one of the worst female artists that can't sell records. Number one, none of the women can sell records really like that. Lizzo is in pop, but Saweetie can't sell. Meg Thee Stallion never can sell. And she's running rap music telling you about yourself. Is that true? Nobody looks at Meg Thee Stallion as being Nicki Minaj or Lotto or Cardi B or even Glorilla. Maybe. That's number one. Number two, the facts are coming out. Yes, Vivica A. Fox, the facts are coming out. The facts are coming out that all the people in the defense usually are coming in to testify on behalf of Meg Thee Stallion. They're either telling a different story, making her look guilty, making her look drunk and belligerent, which y'all don't want to admit. Acting drunk and belligerent, violent. That's what it's all pointing to when it comes to Meg Thee Stallion. She can't hold her liquor. She's violent. Then we heard about also sexually promiscuous. If it's not Tory Lanez, it's DaBaby. If it's not DaBaby, it's Ben Simmons. So much so she's ashamed of her behavior, talking about her boyfriend's embarrassed. It's embarrassing because it's probably true. So when you try to beat somebody with that stick, you don't know what you're talking about. And thirdly, Joe Budden said something that many of us felt. Look at Fox Soul. Claudia Jordan, nice looking lady. At one point, I believe was popular. Vivica A. Fox, definitely a great actress. But all y'all do on Fox Soul is hate on black men. If it's not hating on Kevin Samuels, Vivica, it's disrespecting Ice Cube. I've gotten several opportunities to go to Fox Soul. Never will I go over there. Not only that, setting up Dr. Umar on Fox Soul with a person that we found out was born a man and he thought was a woman, doing things like that. Fox Soul and that network is one of the number one. If you're not, I'm just going to be real. If you're not a gay man, like Jason Lee in Hollywood Unlocked or this other guy over there, I forgot his name. Listen, heterosexual black men have in my honest opinion, no real reason to go to Fox Soul. You're wasting your time. And Joe Budden said something that a lot of brothers feel. Vivica A. Fox, you need to shut the F up. Defending that which can't be defended. Always being disrespectful. Now, does Joe Budden have a shady history? Yes. He needs to shut up sometime too about what he's got going on, for sure. I get that. But Vivica A. Fox, Claudia Jordan, if it was a black man with Meg Thee Stallion's background, y'all wouldn't be defending him. Y'all would be calling, if Meg Thee Stallion was a man, y'all would be saying he's a pookie. He's disrespecting black women. But Meg Thee Stallion goes around here acting like she ain't got no sense all over the industry. And everybody knows that. And Joe Budden clapped back, told her to sit her $5 ass down. And he ain't the first one. Corey Holcomb, a lot of men. And Joe Budden don't even really call women out their name. But for him to call them out their name, look, people are tired of Vivica A. Fox. And the blatant disrespect that she has towards black men for her own bad decisions. And she needs to get some mental health. She ain't the only one. A lot of those ladies over at Fox Soul need to get some kind of checking and things like that, how they feel about the brothers out in the black community. It's a shame. And that venomous attitude is the reason why nobody wants to deal with somebody like Vivica Fox. Nobody that got some sense. But guys, what do you think? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of Celebrity Drunk. Appreciate you for all that you do. Subscribe to the bell. We're out.